Recently, Brett the Fog from the Weather Report forwarded me an article which said that Pope Francis had only one foreign trip planned even before the coronavirus shutdown, and that trip was to Malta, which basically amounts to someone in Florida flying to the Bahamas. They jump on a plane and 5 minutes later they're there. So for all intents and purposes, he had no foreign trips planned, which is pretty unusual to see. So why was the Vatican not planning any foreign trips for Pope Francis? One of the explanations is that he's sort of in a timeout. It's possible that he is not advancing the progressive agenda fast enough to the liking of the people in the Vatican. Now, who are the people influencing Pope Francis? Well, I think one guess is China. Just this week, it was announced that China hacked the Vatican servers, and there has been a lot of speculation that China is bribing the Vatican in order for the Vatican-Chinese deal to be successful, where the Vatican allows China to pick their own bishops. Another thought would be the influential Italian gentleman. In a 2013 speech at Villanova University by Cardinal McCarrick, he talks about how an influential Italian gentleman came up to him before the papal conclave that elected Pope Francis, and this Italian gentleman told him, Bergoglio, if you elect him, can change the papacy. So there are people out there who wanted someone in the papacy that would attempt to change Catholic doctrine. And of course, the obvious situation would be for the progressives to elect a Jesuit as Pope, which Pope Francis is a Jesuit. If you look at the Jesuits over the past 50 or more years, they have certainly opposed Catholic doctrine in many ways. I did stumble upon an article, it was from 2002, titled, Are the Jesuits Catholic? It was written by a Jesuit priest. He saw the corruption firsthand in the Jesuits. He got a lot of good interviews. It's a long article, but I would encourage you to read it. It's really interesting, and it basically says a lot of the things that people think now, but the difference was this stuff was said almost 20 years ago. It says things like a lot of the Jesuits reject Catholic doctrine. It said that 50% of the men entering the Jesuit novitiates were homosexual. One of the quotes says, None of the men I know cares about being a priest. What matters is being a Jesuit. A Jesuit says, if I could remain a Jesuit while joining the Quakers, I could be tempted. So that tells you a lot about what you will see in the article. Are the Jesuits influencing Pope Francis? Are they disappointed that he's not furthering the progressive agenda quickly enough for their liking? So who is influencing Pope Francis? I feel like a lot of the parties that I mentioned certainly have some influence over Pope Francis and the Vatican, but I'd be curious to know just exactly to what extent these different parties are influencing Pope Francis, and maybe I left someone out. If you have any ideas, comment down below and let me know.